Get ready for all the highlights of Valley High School football. It's time for Action 4 Sports Sunday Sports Extra.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Sports Extra. I'm Action 4 Sports Director Clay Williams. With me this week, we got two new faces on the desk. It is Brendan Fitzgerald, not a new face to most of you, Action 4 Sports reporter, and Joe Bowling joining us, the voice of Valley High School football, both on 956sports.com and 840 Fox Sports Game of the Week. Thanks so much for joining us this week, Joe.
Good to be here.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. We usually talk Valley football right off the top, but we're going to talk out of Valley football to start with. Last night, a big game up in the DFW Metroplex at Birdville ISD Stadium, where Abilene took on number 10 in the state, Longview. And Longview was down 21-7 at halftime. They stormed back, and they come back to win 35-28. Abilene did not score in the entire second half until there was 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So 21-14 at half, I should say. 35-28 is the final there. Longview over Abilene. Why are we talking Abilene-Longview? Well, of course, because Harlingen just got done beating Abilene in double overtime, 45-44, a week ago yesterday, I should say. So everybody now is wondering, how big is that game when you look at what Abilene just did against number 10 in the state, Longview? And Joe, I'd like to get your opinions on this. Does this kind of elevate Harlingen in the eyes of the rest of the state from what Abilene was able to do last night?
Well, I think the first thing is that everyone compared what Harlingen did to Abilene based on this game.
Sure.
Even after the Harlingen win, that day they were saying, well, let's see what Abilene does in their next outing because of the fact that that's a Texas team, and let's see how they do. All right, so they play at half. They're winning the football game. Harlingen looks better, I think, on paper. They look better because of the fact that they get a win over this Abilene team that now can say we played against the best in Oklahoma, beat them, and have played twice against the best in Texas and have competed. Not one competed, but they're young.
Right.
And Harlingen beat them. I think it helps.
I think tip of the cap to Abilene first for that schedule that they put together in the season. They didn't do themselves any favors. But, yeah, I think, Harlingen won a lot of respect when they went up there and beat Abilene. We heard it in the press box up there that these writers from up north were, I'll tell you what, this Harlingen team is for real this year. I think it only enhances what they did last week. I don't think that the Cardinals as a team are looking at what Abilene does the rest of the way out. They've already moved on from that. But I think as we look at it, certainly have to say Harlingen beat a legit team, and Abilene, pretty good, playing all these top 10 teams and competing, like Joe said.
So, now when people, we're not going to compare them apples to apples, but when we can say Euless Trinity, Longview, Harlingen, they all beat Abilene. Abilene competed against all three. There we can make the comparisons.
Agreed 100% there. That's where you'll look at it. That can they compete with the upper echelon teams? Answer, short, yes.
I think Harlingen, though, still has some work to do in the playoffs and start competing with those teams when it really counts.
Right. Now, Harlingen started slow against Edinburgh this past Friday, but after the fake punt that turned around the game in the second quarter, they went on to beat Edinburgh pretty easily after that. The fake punt from Omar Hunter, you see, coming up when it was just 7-0 in the second quarter. But now, we expect them to get past district. We expect them to get to the third round of the playoffs. But, Joe, waiting for Harlingen, if we can look that far ahead, is going to be a really tough team, most likely in the offing.
Well, the job in the media is to hype games as best we can, and so why not hype round 3 of the playoffs already? And yes, believe it or not, people are looking at it, and they've drawn brackets all the way down the line, and it's a collision course. Converse Judson, Harlingen Cardinals, are they going to meet? Most likely, yes, if they play to the ability that they look like they're going to. And if they do, look out, because what I've been told from Converse Judson, and this is across the board, any media personality you talk to that's covered them, years past, current, might be the best Converse Judson team ever, and that's a big statement.